Alright, welcome everyone to Operation Godfather. We are going to rescue this VIP. We have assembled a team of basically squaddies, two captains, and I think two majors. So, not particularly the strongest team that we could have fielded, but certainly one team that can take care about this mission. Keep in mind we do have enforced reinforcements on all of the missions and enforced avatars on all of the missions. So it's not only going to be 4 packs, but rather 6, maybe 7 if we get double reinforcements. And we are on a very, very tight timeline here, so we cannot afford to lose any momentum. We need to constantly move. So that's why the VIP missions are super ruthless. And keep in mind, we also cannot extract. So yeah, it's probably going to be challenging. Great assist, Wither. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciating it. Appreciating it. Good. Here we go, gentlemen. Here we go. We already have seen 2 packs left and right to the VIP. We are concealed, that's good. And the VIP is in a cell down here. Plus the exit is on the other side of the building. So I would suggest we are trying to get as close inside of the building as possible. And maybe even on top of here. Yeah, maybe even on top of here. Or a second floor. And then just use a grenade to free the VIP and get out of this mission. We definitely don't want to trigger too many packs on the way though. So what's it going to be? What's our tactic going to be? We are sneaking through the left-hand side, and I want to start to fight from our landing zone towards the VIP. That will save us a lot of traveling time. As always, let's prevent double moves here. The double moves would actually alarm them and give them a motivation to move into our direction. So we are going to move very, oh my god. I was about to say we're moving very stealthy towards the exit already. And then I heard that they do have a sectopod. Not very pleasant. I'll be AFK for 30 seconds, guys. Be right back. Good, back to business. We know that there is a sector pod, and we also know there is at least one avatar on this map. Pretty bad news. A lot of hit points that we need to go through, and only very limited time that we do have to actually complete the mission. That's the reason why I'm trying to advance rather carefully here.
Head now.
10 turns are less than one would expect. Specifically, wow, and there's the first pack. Specifically, if you need to get to the evac zone, that's always really bad. We want to pass this pack. I don't want to fight them at the moment. So from the sheer looks of it, I would say we are up against 5+1 pack, which would mean the +1 is the avatar pack. And this year, it's going to be a long run until there, unfortunately. So let's try to speed this up a little bit. Again, we don't want to double move. That would be just stupid.
Understood. Moving out. It's affirmative. Scanning. Leading to Overwatch. Affirmative. Halte die Augen offen.
Oh, nice. 5 Elite Vipers. Wow, that's a big pack. Probably there's even a 6th Elite Viper that we just haven't seen. So their vision range ends here. We might want to consider, yeah, probably it's the safest bet to just take cover for now. We want to cross the street, but if they move into us, we basically are in the open, and they can start taking shots onto us.
Roger. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
All right, so let's move over here.
Position. Closing on target position now. Moving.
That's the most defensive position that we can take, and let's hope that they are going to run into a different direction. Yeah, of course they are not. Why would they? Six Vipers, like we would have guessed. And that's the last turn where we basically have the option to reposition ourselves without triggering something. And I would want to make use of exactly this option.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Good, so these guys are fine. Who you saw still has a problem because he's in a non-optimal position. We cannot get on top of the roof anymore. This one is no longer possible. Sorry. So I guess without breaking the window, this one here is the only way to go.
Affirmative. Coming. Need to Overwatch. Scanning. Need to fire shots.
Now let's hope that they do not have the motivation to actually climb on top of the roof. No, they're just moving by. Wow, great. Welcome to the party, guys. Welcome to the party. Did he just really walk into the car? Don't you tell me that this is going to trigger, because he just did this completely on his own. If someone is moving into a car and then exploding it, like, why would we be responsible for it? That doesn't make any sense.
On my way. Head to that location.
Right. Let's keep everyone into a concealed in a concealed position. I really like our positioning here. It's pretty strong, and we don't need to engage on them yet. To be fair, I also don't want to engage on them yet. I just want to pass by them. But if they keep on standing there, we might be forced to kill all of them. The chat just says, I didn't know that that they actually can walk into cars. Maybe he had some place to go to. Yeah, maybe he's just heading home. Like, after a long, sweaty day of running patrol, the Andromedon is taking the car back home. I don't understand streamers who are playing super amped up difficulty XCOMs 2, but they don't seem to have played Long War XCOM 1. Hoax, I actually played Long War Beta 12 Impossible and finished it, but keep in mind I'm just streaming since 2.5 months, so it's just not on video. That's all. It's just not on video.
Bestätigt, Überwachung läuft.
And the chat was also suggesting to have some Long War footage sooner or later. I'm pretty sure we're going to go back to XCOM 1 once in a time, but at the moment XCOM 2 is actually a very fun game. It is polished, although there are bugs in it, so that might be a contradiction, but overall it's pretty polished. Like, many of the annoying parts of XCOM 1 just have been erased, and personally I enjoy the game a lot. And yeah, my theory behind it is the following: if I'm enjoying a game, you guys will also feel that there is a lot of enjoyment and enthusiasm behind it, and you'll enjoy the stream even more. Like, I could play a game which I'm not enjoying, and then the stream would probably be less enjoyable for everyone. I'm not saying, by the way, that I'm not enjoying Long War. All I'm saying is I'm pretty much enjoying XCOM 2 at the moment. So that's the reason why we're heavily focusing on it. But yeah, that might change over time. Speaking about which, one thing that doesn't change over time is their motivation to camp this location here. They seem to be super determined in standing here. So let's consider how we want to deal with the situation. It's not the worst. Like, this Viper here is standing next to a car. These two are standing next to a car, and I think there's a third one also standing back on the car. So there is some extra damage available if we would want to start with a grenade. What is a potentially lethal grenade here? On this one here wouldn't be too bad, would it? No, I think that's So that's actually a pretty decent grenade. Yeah, we could start it. So that before we hit something that's calculated, all of these would receive half damage, half of their hit points and damage. This Viper would probably die. He's going to be shredded to 1. Takes a bunch of damage, still alive. This guy is probably going to be alive. 6 damage from the car. There was a pack of 4, so they are going to move towards the car. And then we can clean up. Yeah, I think it's go time. But if it's go time, let's optimize it. Again, we are little optimizers every once in a while. And our attempt is to get as close to the actual VIP as possible. So yeah, after taking this little movement, we should be good to go now. Here we go. It's on, guys. It is on.
We're visible here.
Okay. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Vipers. And these guys just decided to... Wow, the car didn't explode. How is this even possible? The car didn't explode. No, that's interesting. That is indeed interesting. I thought we did have face-off, but I was wrong. We took rookies with us, so that was not the smartest way to approach all of them. But we still have a couple of shots, so I'm not like super worried. Our leadership range is far enough to reach most of our guys. So let's just use the get some ability here. All of our adjacent guys now get some extra crits. And yeah, one by one we're now going to kill these guys. Our most important element will be, however, to still mop up the remaining guys here. I'm thinking about using a gas grenade to kill these guys. Unfortunately, it will probably not deal enough damage. We could go for gas grenade here. It will block a little bit of our proceeding path, which wouldn't be too good because we can't then just go there. So basically, that would require us to change our strategy and go into the room directly. But that's fine. We could live with it. I am pretty concerned about making sure that the guys in the back at least take enough damage. So the gas bomb here really is probably the way to go. That would hit 5. And we still got 1, 2, 3, 4 left over. And this guy wouldn't completely die. But I think we're going to be fine. That's not a bad move per se. So let's start with this grenade. And before we decide whether or not to use the second grenade to kill the guys on the left-hand side, I would appreciate if we could use the guys on top of the roof to actually clear out some of the Vipers. Alright, so that's a pretty good lightning hand opportunity. 3 points of damage. Yeah, it was already injured. We're now going to hopefully mop up the remainder here. This guy is going to die anyways. She could require some help with dying because we don't have any particular... she's not poisoned. This guy here is not... If we injure him, he will die for sure. With 4 hit points, he's currently not up to dying. So let's try to get the most secure shots done. This guy is now definitely going to die. And this Viper hopefully will die as well. Yeah, good job. Good job overall. Now let's take a look. The Trooper here will die. The Stun Lancer is down to 1 HP. He won't die so far. This Viper unfortunately is not dying either. And for whatever reason, we are not being given the option to explode the gas tank here, which would actually be pretty nice because the Viper would definitely 100% die. Let's try to kill the Andromedon. Or this... we still have this Viper here. No, let's kill the Andromedon because the Andromedon has a grenade, and the grenade could hurt the guys on top of the roof pretty substantially. And we're down to not that many options left. I'm thinking about, like, she's dealing 7 to 9 points of damage. The one Viper would probably not die. This would need to be max damage as well, and no dodge. This here max damage as well. So that's probably not going to work out super well. We could go for a normal grenade here, which would kill both of these guys. And we could then just move down here. Or effectively here to flank her, which is not too bad either. Unfortunately, we would be flanked here from her. So the only concern I do have with using a grenade that close to our guys is usually the grenade is destroying pretty substantially destroying cover, and maybe they are dropping down, which I do not want to happen. This one here is a pretty slick move to get rid of both of the Vipers. They would definitely die. Yeah, let's start with this. Good. The guys on top of the roof are not affected. However, as you can see, I wasn't like totally wrong. This here, for instance, although it hasn't been highlighted, has been destroyed. So the effective cover removal range is always a little bit larger than what the game is indicating in the first place. Now, the next problem here is this Viper. We don't want to go too far into the open because I don't know if there's yet another pack. Chances are low, but I don't want to trigger yet another pack. So, no, he doesn't have Implacable. That's really bad. This here would actually be a pretty solid position because we would flank the Viper and probably we would kill it. It is also a dangerous one because we could yet trigger another pack. And triggering another pack in this situation would probably mean that we do have a really problematic time. So what would the Viper do? It's probably going to Poison Spit. She's immune. They are not immune. So she's going to hit 1 here. Poison Spit here would hit 1 as well. Tongyu Grab could be an issue. And probably the guy, the Andromedon is still the bigger concern, if we're pretty honest, because he could use his grenade. He could use his grenade. So how about we are going to lose concealment. Don't want to. We're either losing concealment right away by moving up here, or we can check for reinforcements by moving here, still being concealed, and then run and gunning here. So I think that one here is the right play. Let's double check if we would have the Andromedon line of sight. It doesn't show as to be in line of sight. Wow, that's a strange range. That's a strange line of sight actually. He doesn't have any noticeable cover, but for whatever reason you can't see him from this side. So that's a pretty stupid situation. We don't want to move up too far because again that's just going to trigger something. I don't like the situation. Of course, 1 damage short of killing it. I guess the question of the day is, shall we leave the clown in concealment? And since we don't have any scout yet, what's the danger of leaving him in concealment? We are going to take 2 hits here. 1, 2, and the Andromedon, which pretty much sucks. The Andromedon is the one that I'm worried the most, to be honest. So answer is let's not leave him in concealment. Well, that's not the best shot ever, but it is. It was the only place where we could really move and make sure that we're not going to hit to trigger another one. Oh, didn't work out. So we're going to take three shots now. The Andromedon is certainly protecting its car. The Andromedon doesn't like that we attack the car. He wants to drive home. He's like, is it so wrong that I want to drive home? Yeah, and that was predictable. Hopefully the Andromedon is not using its grenade. That's the only thing that I would be worried about. No, it's just using its normal shot, but that's bad enough. Okay, so this guy is going to die. And we need to keep on moving. We actually need to keep on moving. We could go for a skull mine. But yeah, probably the situation is not super optimal to do that. We do have a stock, right? Yeah, we do have a stock, so that's a 100% kill. Before we do so, Gremlin heal to Don Peterson, just to optimize our actions a little bit. Yeah, good job. Viper's down. Good job. Implacable, we're not going to use it as of now. Let's just wait 1 more second. Don Patterson also needs to heal, either Don Patterson or Koziak. Koziak has less hit points, so let's not be intrigued by the health bar. Let's actually look at the hit points, which are pretty low. No, we don't want to do that. Wow, it's in full cover, and that sucks. How can we get something in full cover? I guess the clown is the right person to ask here. I don't want to use our sniper yet because he has blue screen rounds and he would deal so much damage if we could wait until he's out of cover. But probably that's not going to be the case. Since everyone else also has blue screen rounds, how about we just try to use the best shots that we can and find out that he actually hits but deals super low amounts of damage. Yeah, 2 hits, that was not bad, but yeah. I could have honestly hoped for a little bit more damage. This guy is going to die anyways. I don't want to waste shots on him. But his Overwatch is giving me the shiver. Let us try to take the 50-50 here. I don't want to pull another pack. We just need to get rid of this. Wow, finally. We just need to get rid of the Andromedon. The Andromedon corpse himself, like this here, the shell, is not as frightening as its predecessor. And we might as well want to hack it, so we're getting a scout out of it. $1 million Aston Martin. Yeah, the car of the Andromedon might have been really $1 million Aston Martin. Okay, we're trying our best here. Of course, we fail. Like whatever. I'm not super afraid about the shell. It's actually not super powerful, but it would have been nice to have a frontliner to help us. All right, come on, buddy. Yep, there you go. Pretty damn solid. We're not going to move our ninja because he's still on Overwatch. So that was just one turn of cleaning up, and we're down to 8 turns, guys. 2 turns so far, 1 turn for each pack. And we just cleaned up. Whew. That's going to be a close mission. We still have way to go, and we need to get a VIP out of here. Okay, so let's use our most exposed unit, which is Korsiak at the moment. Sing a move, see if he triggers something. He doesn't, alright. Which kind of tells us now it's time for a very solid double movement. Yeah, it certainly is time for a very solid double movement. I'm just trying to make sure that we save as much time as possible here.
Rolling out. Das lasse ich mir nicht zweimal sagen.
Alright, so we do have one Overwatch. No, two, because he has Ever Vigilant. That's not too bad. Ever Vigilant is actually one of the abilities which is underrated, but if you need to double move like in this situation, it is not too bad. Wow. This, however, is pretty bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 7. I think he has seven guys to team up with him. Shit. That's really, really bad.
Advent forces on the ground.
Oh, that's the Avatar. Oh my god. Oh, MFG. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, we don't have any real AoE damaging abilities. We're currently against one pack of 8, and the Avatar has an unknown number of add-ons. Maybe 5. So let's assume for the time being 12 or 13 enemies. We're so going to be raped in this encounter. Trooper, Stun Lancer, another Trooper. 3 Troopers, 1 Stun Lancer, 1 Captain, Shield Bearer to make matters worse, 4 Lancers, Avatar, wow, Sectopod. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 big ones, and there are at least 3 further guys hidden. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. 2 options. Option number 1, pussy out and run like hell. Hope to get towards this position here, screw the VIP, and just try to get out. Option number 2, man mode this shit. Option number 3, sort of a hybrid solution, halfway pussying, halfway man moding. My major concern is the sheer amount of HP that they do have. That's just not going to be fun. So that's 6 to be hit. This here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well, and and it would hit the Avatar. But let's be realistic for 1 second. We cannot kill the Avatar and the Sectopod at the same time. It's simply not going to work out. That's a given fact. We can dislike it, but it is what it is. We can, however, engage on many of these guys and actually hit them pretty hard. So let's start with dealing out some damage. And if we move over here, this one here would be man moding, when we would use another grenade just to clean up all of this shit here. I'm just calculating through the damage, like what would be possible. If we're if we're going for this here, this one is down, this guy's down, this guy's down. So we could effectively kill two guys. We could effectively kill two guys, that's it, yeah. And the sectopod would be hurt even more. Other alternative, get rid of the cover here, but that wouldn't really do that much. Well, this here would kill two guys and it would deal more damage, but the sectopod would be left unharmed, more or less, from the grenade. But it would remove a lot of the armor of the avatar. So yeah, that grenade is not too bad. We could think about it, but one of the aspects to consider as well is where are we going to place or position ourselves. I feel full cover is the way to go here. And the question is really, are we being in the position to still hit this grenade like we wanted it? Well, this one here is not bad either. It's shredding both of the big guys, killing two of the small guys. Now let's just use this one here. I was considering double moving away. The reason why I haven't been double moving away, to explain my logic, is he does have a teleport and a mind control, and we would just be fucked with the mind control. There's no way around the mind control would have hurt us. Plus, these guys, the sectopod has a higher movement rate as compared to us. He can double move, still take a shot. Not going to be funny. And all of these guys would eventually catch up. If you look at our double movement rate just from here, and like he's the guy closest to the building, he barely could make it into cover here. So effectively, it has never been really an option. Well, we could try to haywire the shit out of him. If we could seize control of the sectopod, I feel the tides would turn. But that's a 1 and a 4. And I don't know. That's not super clever. We don't have Gremlin Marks 3 yet, which is our main problem. We could improve the cover here to full cover. Or we are going here with run and gun. Here. And basically taking a shot at him with a pump gun. But that would again focus on the avatar, and we kind of said that we want to ignore the avatar for now. We can go up to here or here. Here is even better. And take a shotgun shot at the sectopod with blue screen rounds. Do we want to kill the sectopod or do we want to kill the rest? That's the question. This guy's down to 3, he's going to die. He's going to be at 1, he's going to be at 4, he's going to be at 2, he's unharmed. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 kills up for taking if we desire to go for it. We could double move and pretty surely get the guy down. So this here is moving into full cover. 100% for the sectopod. This guy is dead anyways. This guy we decided to ignore. The problem is that the other guys are rather hard to hit. And I don't know, I mean the sectopod, that could be some sick damage, and we might as well get him down. That's 100% chance to hit. How about him? That's another 100% chance with another 14 points of damage. That's not too shabby. I mean, it really isn't bad. We could 8 protocol ourselves. She does not have threat assessment. He does have threat assessment, so we can 8 protocol and give someone here another Overwatch shot. Maybe actually we could do it on our own, because we're more or less flanked. Then we still have the option for Precor. Yeah, fire a pistol. Oh god, Precor, why are you always so bad? But I do have an idea, like, Precor being bad, that's one thing, but we could move him over here and basically place a flashbang, which would remove these 3 from the combat. He cannot move because they have double movement impairment effects. The poison and the flashbang will completely take them out. So a flashbang effectively would quote-unquote stall these 3 enemies here. So that's not a bad move per se. And he's in full cover as well. Good. So let's take the shots now, because I think we're going to be fine. Sectopod. 13. That's the minimum damage that we could have dealt. Not super great, but still okay. 8 protocol on ourselves. Want to make sure that she's also in full cover. The ninja takes care about her defenses. She got threat assessment, so that's 1 extra Overwatch shot. Another 13 points of damage. The sectopod is close, very close to death. Okay, so probably we can kill him from here. Let's give ourselves 8 protocol because we are exposed. Don Patterson doesn't want to be hit, but he gets threat assessment from it, so he will have an Overwatch shot left over even after taking this shot. It's basically getting a free action. He unfortunately didn't have the blue screen rounds, so not enough damage. Yeah, now it's either we are going to use the Joker here to kill this guy and use the flashbang, which is in my opinion preferable option, or we are taking the pistol shot of Precor, which is a 9. No. I'm not even considering taking Precor's pistol shots or anything. Like, this is this. I should have listened to myself. Base the integrity of a whole run on the question whether or not Precor is going to hit. No. Not going to happen. Sectopod down, promotion earned. These 4 guys, can we get these here maybe? Oh, well, let's get these 4 guys here. These 4 guys are going to be taken out of the combat, which effectively leaves 1 trooper on the right hand side, 1 shield bearer, and this avatar alive. It's the best. It's the best that I could do within 1 turn, guys. I'm very sorry, but that was really the two most hardcore packs just engaged on us. Good. Let's still answer. One of our extra Overwatch shots is gone. These guys have no chance to hit at all. It's actually 0%. Yeah, he's going to use his ability. Not very surprised about that. Probably 3, no, they are already up to 5 extra hit points. Wow, there are so many more enemies in the background. Lucky for us, we are in full cover. That's the second Overwatch shot, which is triggered. Of course, it gazed. Don't you dare to mind control someone. Don't you even think. No way. Don't you mind control. Alright, Lancer's got a lance. Lucky us. And he's also refreshing the ability. Yeah, why not? Wow, we only have 6 more turns left, and we got so many hit points against us. I'm a little bit puzzled. Yeah, sure, Psychen, how about you spawn another codex? That's probably going to ease in the situation a lot. In all honesty, we might want to consider killing him this turn. Let's take a look here. We would need to get rid of... I don't know. I think the newer ability is overriding the older ability, so it's basically only him. So if we would get rid of him, everyone else is losing their shields, right? Am I right, guys? Am I right? I don't know. So let's ignore the avatar. I can't believe I'm saying that, but let's ignore the avatar for 1 more round and mop up the remaining guys. I am trying to move more and more into the direction of our VIP. My main concern is we do have a couple of Overwatch shots still open. Alright, what is the heck theoretically going to offer us? 100 damage on all of the enemies. Yes, please. This looks like fun. Yeah, it is. I think I messed up, took blast padding on my grenadiers instead of shred shot. Yeah, you can retrain them though. I only had a codex on the first Skulljack. Yeah, it is still the first Skulljack, man. So 100%, 33 dodge for everyone, great, but failing it and gaining everyone else a defense bonus, not worth it. Good. She can't move anyways. That's a 100% shot. Let's just get over with it. 11 points of damage. Beautiful, beautiful. Do we have lightning hands? Yes, we do. Precor, for the first time in your life, I think 100% you cannot miss. I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you. This here would be an awesome shot if we could take it, because I think we're going to reduce the effective hit points of everyone. So Precor, may I kindly ask you to kill this guy? Shield removed? Did it remove all of the shields? No, it didn't. So that's kind of the answer. Even if you're removing the even if you remove the newer ones are not overriding the older ones, so to speak. Should we consider still going for the avatar? How many guys are left? We would take a couple of shots. That's one. This guy will not die as long as there are shields. 2, 3. So that's 3 of them. 4, 5. The clown can't move and shoot at the same time, so might as well just take the option. 50-50 on the avatar, not very promising. Wow, and the odds are getting worse and worse and worse. What's up with the grenade? Is there a chance? No. Like, I would want to grenade this guy back there to get rid of his armor. This here would be a little bit wasteful. We could go to here. This guy is being flashbanged, and moving here is half cover. So that's a 30% chance. And afterwards we would flank him. So we could at least start to mop up the rest here. That's one option. Another option would be to take the shot here. And break his Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, we need to reload with him anyway, so... This guy here is not super dangerous. It is... well, he's a normal trooper. I thought it was a stun lancer. So he could actually move up to here and then take a flank. But he probably won't. He will probably start shooting into full cover instead. So... By the way, 5 more turns afterwards. Do we still have enough time to get over? Wow. That's going to be a close run. Maybe we need to leave the VIP here. Because currently we are super trapped here. Okay. So that removed the Overwatch, and it also gave me an answer as of what do we want to do here. Finally, we can move on. Take the flank and kill this trooper. Hopefully. Nope, we just get him down to 1, although we have had a good flank. Lots of 50-50s. I don't like 50-50s all too much. Yeah, but we need to reduce the number of enemies. So let's just try to get these guys down. Yep. 4 more enemies, and we're pretty much screwed here from a timer perspective. I'm very concerned about the timer. This guy is going to die next round anyways. That's good. We definitely need to take a move next turn.
Got some advent here.
Wow. I hope the avatar is not using Void Rift now. We are being a little bit clustered here. Yeah, he's in full cover, no chance to hit him, brother. The reason why he's shown as flanked is the avatar is standing next to him. We don't have any more grenades, so I fear that this is going to be very problematic. And this cloud here is no longer blocking the way, so these guys will move up next turn. We have 5 more turns, and we need to consider the possibility of just running away and maybe even losing the mission. The avatar is just gonna do too much damage. Void Rift? Yeah, Void Rift. That's 20 damage. No, 25. Yeah. And we definitely need to move out of there. Super, super, super uncomfortable. So we cannot move inside here. Not going to work out. We actually can only try to more or less shift the battlefield. We cannot stand in the Void Rift. That's going to kill us. So there's one overboard shot which I'm going to trigger with Kozyorek because he still has full health. And he's dashing. Didn't mean a single damn shit for this guy. He still was hitting. I'm not sure. This is definitely not looking pretty at the moment. We more or less are forced due to the Void Rift to do a full retreat. And we don't have the best options for a full retreat. These guys here could move up to here, so although this here is actually not a bad position, it is becoming a very bad position in the next turn. All of the cars are going to explode as well. Wow. Not very good. One field short. That is bad. Also one field short here. Need to think how to deal with him. Alright, Huyosauce at least gets an Overwatch shot after moving twice because he has Ever Vigilant. I wish he would rather hunker down. That would help us more this turn. We don't have any run and gun on him. So I guess as much as it pains me, Huyosauce, but maybe I just can't get you out far enough. Run and gun on Imperator also used. This cover is probably going to be destroyed from the Void Rift. By the looks of it, it's just inside of the Void Rift, so it's going to be destroyed. So what else is left? This cover is actually not left. Is there a window? No, there's no window. Like, we could go here, which is just flankable from this position, from him going there. And we are at 13 health, so we might be able to survive the shot that he's about to take. Does the avatar have Psy Lance? I think yes. It's a full-fledged avatar. It's a full-fledged avatar. And yeah, having an avatar, a Sectopod pack, and another pack on top of it, plus a very, very intense timer, unfortunately forces you to make decisions that you wouldn't do normally. 7 hit points left. We could go for here, which would be at least half cover. This one here is an option. Let's go here. It'll be an open shot for 2 of them, but generally we should be fine. Yeah, one of them just died. That's why I didn't want to stand inside of it. All of the cars literally just exploded. No way to survive that one. Whew. Yep, that's the first casualty. I had no place to go with him. Huyosauce, I'm sorry, man. You just got killed. And at that moment in time, I think we're going to abort the mission. So, depending on how successful we can run, and depending on how successful the mind control is going to be, we need to see how many guys we can get out of here. Can we really kill the avatar? Probably not in one turn. We have too many injuries. Not going to work out. This one here is going to trigger 1 Overwatch shot. How do we go on? How do we gonna get to the landing zone? Maybe it's not triggering an Overwatch shot. Maybe we're just going to be fine for now. It is triggering an Overwatch shot, but we were lucky. I just can't see how we are going to make it out alive. At the moment, we're just on our back foot. If we're lucky and he's just being captured, we can regain him in a later mission. So then he's not going to die at least. But as it stands for now, I don't see that much of an option here. And probably our infamous ninja will also be in a very problematic position.
Copy that.
Yeah, that ended the tale of Precor. We don't need to fire him anymore. He officially got killed now.
I'm pinned down here.
Not a good mission. Not a good mission. Don't you? Yeah. A ninja never gets hit. You should have known that. Wow, so many Overwatch shots. I'm not even sure if we're going to go through all of them.
That was close.
If they take normal shots, that's fine because she's in full cover. Wow, she's down to 2 HP. She's probably not going to make it out alive either. So if we save Precor's corpse, we will at least get the blue screen rounds back. So I am going to take a sprint here and a wild guess of maybe surviving it. 2 Overwatch shots, come on. Well, she's bleeding out. Huh. The leader, Don Patterson, is trying his best to escape. Like leaders should do. Wow, lightning reflexes. Thank you, Don. He's maybe the only one to make it out alive here. Bleeding out, I don't know. Does this count as killed or is this going to be captured? Maybe it's captured, which means we can get her back. And this is the last turn where he is having mind control. So maybe mind control will drop now and he will then just be able to run away. Lots and lots of Overwatch shots. It's just a question how many guys can still leave. Yeah, mind control dropped. That's good. I want him to survive really, really bad. And we do have 2 Overwatch shots against him currently. He will be dead next turn if we don't take the run. So let's take the run and hope that he's gonna eat up the shots or not being hit. Yeah, dashing for the win. He's a colonel, so I didn't want to lose him. He's actually pretty worthful on comparison to the others. Bleeding out might mean that she's going to be captured. Not sure when his panic is going to end though. Wow, we're lucky. But I wouldn't. It wouldn't be compared to the other losses. Losing him is not the worst ever. Yeah, he was flanked. He was flanked from down there.
Commander, we failed in our mission. We'll need to review our tactics and improve going forward.
That was not a good mission. We pretty much got our asses handed to us. That could have happened with other teams as well. Let's take a look whom we have lost. I know we have lost Precor, so maybe that was the only way out of the dilemma of him being like the douchiest sniper ever in existence. He finally got put to rest. Ironically, from his own teammates, because they were just upset with him over time. I was wondering why you didn't bring the A-team, but still understand that you don't like VIP missions. Well, we're currently trying to level up the other guys, so that's why we didn't bring the A-team. And in the particular instance where we have triggered 2 packs, the A-team wouldn't have had any other... Well, they would have had more abilities and more actions, so we might have won the fight. But the real problem was not that we have brought a mixed team. The real problem was that we have triggered the Avatar and the sector pod pack at the same time. Yeah, all of these guys are dead. Let's take a look what we have lost. We have lost Precor. I think we can all agree that was no big loss. We have lost Who You Sauce. That actually was a big loss, unfortunately. Kosiorek just recruited. Corporal. That's okay. That pains me a little bit, losing our ninja here. But she was not leader trained anyways. The 2 most important guys survived. But I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying that it was good. Let's take a look at our armory real quick. Grenadier wise, we're still fine. We need to get more rangers because now we have no one else to train. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. These 2 guys still need training. We need to get a ranger. We do have 2 good sharpshooters. Next one is in training. Yeah, I think we need to get just a little bit more mediocre, medium ranked guys. Very, very, very unfortunate mission, and we also lost contact to this region here. So we can basically start redoing contact here. That's our new sniper. Welcome to the team, Strelok. Happy to have you on board. Happy to have you on board. I'll be a rookie if you need a fill-in name from the chat. Sis Withered, I'm more than happy. I was offering characters day in and day out. We still have Lars Timmermans here to be taken. Yeah, and the new rookies that we're going to recruit now. Oh, this here is Archive, and I think I'm not sure, but he's also one of the characters, one of the player character, one of the viewer characters. So we just got JHPMs wise. Welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. We need a new ranger. JHP, your turn. Your turn. Yeah, bleeding out guys didn't count as a captured. Another learning.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now. Your progress against the aliens over the past month has been significant.
Yeah, that's fine, but the main issue is we only get staff which is not which are not soldiers. We only get engineers and scientists, and we don't need them at the moment. Smart rounds, pretty bad event. We don't want that to happen. This one here is okay, and the hidden event is probably even worse.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Power armor, finally. Let's get some more intel, because I think the black market still has soldiers for us.
I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Question from the chat. Hi, I'm new to this game. How do I increase the connection with others? I'm now limited to 3. You need this building here. It's called Resists Communications, and then you can get more. This building here will help you. I think we do have enough money to upgrade the armor. Again, not that the armor would have helped us too much, but it certainly wouldn't have been bad. No, 600 supplies. So let's get the supplies first, upgrade the armor, and I think we need to restock blue screen rounds, because I'm pretty sure we have lost some blue screen rounds. Probably 4 of them, to be precise. Okay, so sorry.
Hey, Commander.
Build items, armor, squad upgrade for warden armor. Lovely.
This is our basic power armor frame, providing the durability you'd expect from a giant armored suit.
Great. Super good. Yeah, we're down to 2 blue screen rounds. Can't let that happen, so let's get it back up to 6. Guerrilla Tactics School, the new combat, the remaining combat buffs wouldn't be too good. Vengeance, maybe. Lightning Strike, maybe. No. Let's keep the money for now. Let's keep the money for now. Question from the chat, is there an ideal placement for the facilities? For example, should I engineer to go in the middle, so staffing gremlins? You don't necessarily need the workshop. I have built it in the middle, so it helps, but in the end game, once you reached 8 or 9 engineers, you're pretty much fine. Believe me, you're not gonna need more than that. And yes, the learning curve of XCOM is certainly immense. We're gonna get some more supplies here. Mutant Demolisher corpses, Advent mech corpses. 250 supplies. And we could get a scientist whom we do not need. So yeah. Unfortunately, we need to train up our own rooks if we want to get new forces. The game is not offering us any. The game is not offering us any. Superior hair trigger and superior scope would be very, very good though. But yeah, we don't have the intel. Can't do it. Let's check the HQ real quick. Sometimes normal characters, normal soldiers have a doctor title, but that's rather rare. Yeah. Scientist and engineer, we don't need either of them. We are absolutely fine. So the game is blocking us a little bit. It's it doesn't want us to get too much of a big roster. Supplies, alloys, alarium crystals. Thank you. Shadow chamber, insufficient power. Maybe we can change that. Let's just give a little. Let's just get a little bit more power here.
We can start construction on the shadow chamber.
And now let's get the shadow chamber. This is being cleared out as well. Pretty good. And let's just get some additional power. So we staffed everyone into power. This down here could be, I don't know. We need to see probably another resistance comms, and then we're fully built up. I am considering what we could build now. We still have enough resources, and I'm thinking what we should try to build. Probably none of that. But once we're done with the experimental grenade, we might want to get some really nice suits. So let's get a Wrath suit, because that's super good for the snipers.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
And then we will continue from there. The Wrath suit is really helpful. Can't wait to get it, actually.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
100 intel. Perfect. Perfect.
Yes, Commander.
We need more intel, guys. So another datapad decryption here.
Begins immediately.
I want to make sure, keep in mind, we need to establish contact with the regions in Africa, because the Avatar project will progress, and I want to be able for us to go here. Vornai just got her new ability. She's now in leadership training. I am not sure if we should really continue to train her. Reason for that is, since half of our squad just got slaughtered, I'm not sure about the specialists. Yeah, Lars Timmerman, and no, we do have Dawn Patterson available, so yeah, she can continue her training. Dawn needs some training, some leveling up anyways. So Vornai will continue her training. She's becoming a real leader as well. Gas bomb, I don't mind that. And there's a supply rate, exactly what we needed. The game is offering us. So the logic of the game is, we have lost the last mission. How about we'll give the player an option to redeem? So it's giving us a very difficult mission, but a mission without a timer. So if we successfully complete this mission, it's basically we're basically golden again. That's at least the logic of the game. I'm not saying this is how the game really works, but that's what the game is thinking. Okay, JPSMs wise, you're still in training for Ranger. That's why we will take Ancestral with us. And let's see our team, because I want to be able to really have a team which is sufficiently strong. So Arnop, I know that you wanted some more action. I know that you wanted some more action. So here's your chance, buddy. Flashbang grenade, blue screen rounds, and a nice plasma rifle. Advanced autoloader and scope, yeah, that's good. I like it. We probably will need to build flashbangs, because we have lost one in the last instance, and also medikit. Skulljack, yeah, maybe we find something to Skulljack. It's actually a good idea. Let's take the Skulljack with us. Acid grenade, yeah, that works out as well. Two flashbang grenades. Normal grenades, 5 normal grenades, an acid grenade, 2 flashbang grenades, and a lot of blue screen rounds. That's fine. I think we're going to be good. Yeah, that should be doable. The last mission, the VIP mission, was the second one in the whole run that we have lost. I just realized it's the second mission so far that we have lost. And it was the first mission where we really got a